Hello there, Daniel Kilburn here from Emergency Action Planning and the Act ASAP podcast. Today, April 1st, which is commonly known as April Fool's Day, I'm not going to play any jokes on you. What I am going to do is tell you the tip of the day is celebrate the win. So today is the day after a win. Yesterday was a first for Emergency Action Planning. We participated in our first Business Exposition. Now, this was a first. I've never done this before. I had to idealize a booth and set up a booth and figure out what we were going to do to promote the business and how we were going to go about it. That was a fun, interesting process by itself. But I will definitely say that my younger daughter, Liana, was there to help me, and I am so happy she was there to help me because I couldn't have done it alone. Setting up the backdrop alone required 4 people, and there was just 2 of us. It was a comedy of errors, to say the least. I'm sure people were looking at us like, what are these guys doing? But that's okay. It all worked out. As a matter of fact, it worked out so well. Let me tell you, the problem was, and it wasn't a problem, it was an outdoor venue, and yesterday was real windy. So if you can look at the pictures in our backdrop, we were basically building a big wind sail. And that thing was blowing all over the place. My daughter came up with an idea of how to fix that, and she did. Boom. It was a done deal. We didn't have to worry about that. And we could proceed with doing what we were there to do and enroll people into the emergency action planning process. So an interesting thing is you've got to celebrate your wins. You celebrate your wins because they make you feel better. They're actually a win. You accomplished something. And it lets the world know that you're actually doing something. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm telling you what I did. I'm celebrating my win today, and I'm letting the world know that there's something being accomplished here. Now, unfortunately, a lot of us, and I'm guilty, keep our wins to ourselves. We figure, oh, who cares? Nobody cares what I do. Well, how do you know nobody cares? Have you asked them? I would venture to say that you know somebody or somebodies that would be very happy to hear about what you're doing to succeed. They would be very happy to hear about your wins, no matter how small. So celebrate your win. Every celebration is simply another piece of confirmation that you are doing something right. Now keep in mind, when building your family emergency action plan, it is very important to celebrate the accomplishments with your family and loved ones. You want to reward yourselves for doing something productive. These celebrations do many different things. They can develop or build your momentum and drive much more better, incredible achievements from everybody because you have visible, tangible proof of something you're doing good. Celebrating your wins will bring the family closer together because of the shared responsibility of achievement. Celebrating your wins will remind you of the goal or the goals you set out in the first place for whatever the project is you're working with. There's many more things you can think about that are positive for celebrating the wins. Celebrate the win, and where does it take your mind? It takes your mind away from all the work you had to do, all the tedious stuff you had to do, and puts it into the celebration of the happy factor. That's right, we love the happy factor. It keeps people positive, uplifted, and quite possibly it will keep us moving forward to get more wins. So celebrate your wins, because if you don't do it, who will? The small wins are just as important as the big wins, so celebrate them all somehow. That doesn't mean you have to go to Disneyland or Disney World every time you do something, but you should celebrate something. An ice cream cone, a movie, a walk around the block even, something to celebrate your accomplishments. So I want to make sure you're accomplishing several different things here. Celebrate your wins, and sometimes we need to figure out what is the goal we need to celebrate the win in. Now, here in Florida, we have hurricane season knocking on the door. This is April 1st. In 2 months will be the official hurricane season. The official fire season is already starting on the West Coast in California. There's also fires in different places in the Midwest and the mountain states already. Tornado season is on its way here. So I'm going to ask you a simple question. How well prepared are you? Really, how well prepared are you? Now, I have an offer for you. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Take a disaster emergency planning assessment. Down at the bottom of the page here, there's a link. It's a questionnaire. I'm going to tell you right up front, there's 20 questions. Yes, there's a few questions. And all you have to answer them is on a scale of 1 to 10, how well prepared you are in it. At the end of that survey, you will be offered the opportunity to schedule a call with me. We'll go over your survey and look at things that you're doing real good in and things that you might be able to improve on. Bottom line is, this is for you and your family. So celebrate the wins. Take the disaster emergency planning assessment, schedule a call with me. Let's find out a way that we can help you and your family be safe and healthy throughout the coming disaster seasons. This is Daniel with Emergency Action Planning and the Act ASAP podcast. Till next time, be safe.